What's going on, everybody? My name is Nick, also known as WWE Down Under, and we are here with the very first episode of this Universe Mode series. I know it is episode number 3, and the thumbnail will say episode number 3, but we're kind of starting fresh. This is it. I made my decision. This is how we're going about it, and partially what I am doing is kind of on your screen right now. You can actually see the matchup. All right. You know what? Let's start fresh. Well, I'm going to tell you what we're going to do, what's going to happen, and how the universe mode's taking place. So normally I wouldn't do this. I'll start the show with the intro video and everything, but I am going to go back, and I think I went one too far back. But I'm going to show you the layout of the universe mode, who I'm controlling, and what's going on. So I pretty much just spoiled it there. That's how we're doing this universe mode, guys. I am going to be controlling one superstar per show. That's Raw and Smackdown, no NXT. I've chucked all the superstars on both shows. Raw and Smackdown. There's a brand split. Alright, so I can't actually show you. I will show you after the match exactly what's going on and the pay-per-view setup and all that sort of thing. But basically, Monday Night Raw, I am controlling Finn Balor, and I am controlling the Lucha Dragons. Now, they don't have a match on this card, so I won't be able to show you them, guys. But basically, rivalries aren't kind of on here yet, so it's 7 matches. I think this is set to. I've changed it to 5 on both shows, and I'm pretty sure you have to wait and skip through the first one. So what we're going to do is we're going to jump right into our first match, which is Finn Balor and Cesaro. And so basically how it's going to work is I'm going to control one superstar on each show. Finn Balor, I think it's... who have I got? I've got Tye Dillinger on Smackdown. I'm going even younger. I'm going for an even more difficult road to the title. But basically that is the concept. I'm going to be going for the main title. So main eventing WrestleMania is probably my goal. I don't know if I'll continue on after that. Obviously with 2K18 coming out, it could be completely different. So we'll see what happens. We'll see how it goes. But we are Finn Balor on Raw. We are going to be... and I keep forgetting. I'm still trying not to click to me, but I know the tag team... That's it, Breezango. I'm going to be the tag team of Breezango on SmackDown. So that'll be pretty fun. I really like those guys, actually, at the moment on SmackDown in the real world. And I do apologize. Oh, never mind. The glitch happened earlier when I was going to do something, but it's fixed itself anyway. There was a bit of an arena glitch, but it's fixed. So here comes Finn. We're up against Cesaro in our first match. We are going to skip the entrances. So we're going to go a bit more full on with the pay-per-views. We'll probably show full entrances and stuff. Rivalries won't happen until next week. But yeah. So SmackDown, we're Tye Dillinger. We are Breezango. We're the Lucha Dragons and Finn Balor on Raw. We're going to be controlling the matches. We're going to be trying to main event WrestleMania with hopefully both on both brands. There is a brand split, so they won't be showing on each other's shows unless I do something with Survivor Series. But again, I'm letting the game decide all the matches and that sort of thing. So that's going to be interesting. But that is the basic concept of this universe mode. I wanted to make things a little bit more interesting. I think before it was going to kind of get a little bit boring the way I was doing it. So, you know, let's make things kind of fun. And we got a pretty good match, actually. Cesaro is a good match. And we'll try and get some early momentum. I'm going to still try and make the matches as good as I can. You know, I don't want it to be that easy, but our goal is to win. And there's a sling blade a bit early. Our goal is to win the matches. We obviously want to start getting some momentum. Hopefully we get put into a feud early. And I've missed that dropkick. Not that clothesline though. And we'll just do a little bit of a taunt. And there we go. I didn't think that would actually work. Taking out Cesaro. Alrighty, let's try and get some momentum in here. Pull him back into the ring. A little bit easy so far. Cesaro not providing any real resistance. This is on Legendary, by the way. Oh, and that right when I say it. Look at that. Cesaro is a heel. I do have the rosters as up to date as possible. And we are really taking it to Cesaro, and just as I say it, here he comes. And now, taking out the Swiss Superman. And there's another sling blade. And we're going to head up here. We don't have a finisher, of course, but we are going to head up for a splash. Here's the count. 2. And of course not. We never had it. And let's just try and build up some momentum. Oh, that was neat. And Cesaro has not put one move on me besides probably a counter. And as I say that, Finally, he's going to put a move on me, as he does. No, not quite yet. Stomp to the arm. Alrighty, here we go. Now we're starting to get into some serious business. There we go. And there's a nice drop kick, and it didn't really do much, did it? Oh, what a counter by Cesaro, and a kick to the back. Cesaro building some momentum now. Looks like this will be the only match of the night today, guys. The only match of the episode, I really should say. It may not be night time over there, wherever you're watching from. I will show you a few things after the match. But yeah, so if my tag team's not in action, hopefully we may even get an episode where I'm not in action at all. So I will let you guys know, and obviously won't upload that episode. I'll probably skip it. Or I might just play another match to sort of make things a bit temporary, if you know what I mean. And there's a drop kick. And Finn has a signature. Now, I haven't played as Finn much. I can't even pick him up to hit my signature. I'm assuming it's probably the brainbuster looking thing. I'm not too sure. I'm assuming the dropkick is the other one. Which I really wish you could just run and do it yourself whilst he's standing close to the thing, but you can't. And there we go. And here we go. We're going to go for it early, are we? We're going for coup de grace. And there's coup de grace. It's probably not over. 2. And Cesaro kicks out. Alrighty. No, he's got to come back. And he's putting no resistance at all. At all. He's no easy beat. And I thought I reversed that. I don't think I had 2 there. And Cesaro is really picking it up now. I better be careful. And that probably wasn't the smartest idea from Cesaro. And here he comes. He has a comeback. I don't know. I think he probably has to put me in the corner or something. It's probably too late. We'll take him down. And maybe try and get out of the ring, if it lets me. I've tried about 10 times here. Oh, the good old game does it to me all the time. Alright, let's use the outside of it. Oh, maybe not. And we're out of reversal, so we've got to be careful here, but so is he, so let's take advantage of that. He can't reverse anything I hit. Let's get him in there before... Actually, whilst I've got... He doesn't have anything. May as well try and get that signature stored, and let's try and finish this off, you know. Oh, this probably wasn't a smart idea. And there we go. Yep, it is the behind the back brainbuster looking thing. I don't even know what he calls it. I probably should know. And that could be it, if I can get to my feet. And on my feet. Let's head up. Can we hit coup de grace? No. Cesaro's up. And oh, there's a nice counter. And there's another boot. And Cesaro is staying alive in this one. And now we need to put him away before he gets his finisher. There's a DDT. We do have a finisher. And Cesaro counters. And there's an uppercut. And now Cesaro. Is he looking for an inverted Northern Lights? No. Oh, wow. Oh, that's a unique looking powerbomb. And I probably should be careful because he's getting close to this finisher. And I'm not quite sure. I think it's the uppercut. Oh, here we go. Here's the sig. I think this is his signature, if I'm not mistaken. Correct me if I'm wrong. Alright. Flip me over a few times then, why don't you, Cesaro? Here we go. He has a finisher, which I assume is the European uppercut. I don't even know. It could be. And there's an elbow. Well, forearm, I should say. I don't think Oh, there's a counter. And there's the sling blade. That might be enough. That might be enough. Let's end this. There's the coup de grace. That should be it. 1, 2, 3. And we pick up the win over Cesaro in a 4-star match. It's a pretty decent match, apparently. Wasn't the longest, but solid match. In our first match on Monday Night Raw, Finn Balor picking up the big victory. Finn for the win. That's a pretty cool sign. And as you heard Lillian just say, Finn Balor wins his first match on Monday Night Raw. Oh, I don't know what I just clicked. Thank God it was that, because I wanted to exit. I'm going to have to show you a few things now, guys. So that'll do it for Monday Night Raw. We're only going to be playing the match that Finn Balor, the Lucha Dragons are involved in. And same goes with SmackDown and the superstars I've chosen on there. So here we go. We're going to sim the rest of the show. Sasha, Dana Brooke, and Summer Rae. Sasha Banks picking up the victory. I'll have to show you the champions soon. I'm not sure who are the champions at the moment. I can't remember who I set. I set the champions. It's an elimination tag. The club, I'm pretty sure, are the champions on Raw. And they beat the New Day. Neville and Wyatt. Bray Wyatt beating Neville there. Sheamus losing to Alberto Del Rio. Sheamus and Cesaro are tag team partners, I'm pretty sure. Maybe not on my universe. I may not have said it. Big fatal 4-way match here on Raw. Dean Ambrose picking up the win. And false count anywhere. And again, this is one of the things I hope they fix on 2K18. Why is Raw's main event a false count anywhere between John Cena and The Miz? But anyway, we're going to have to live with that as we skip forward to the next event, which will be SmackDown Live. But that's not what we're going to be playing today. That will be for another day. Why is it saying Raw is the next event? Oh, wait, no, never mind. I'm pretty sure you've got to press next event. Anyway, let's go and show you my universe. So, I don't think, so no rivalries will be set yet. I don't know if it automatically sets rivalries. I might have to set them next week if nothing happens. We'll see. But anyway, here are our champions. So, Monday Night Raw. Okay, I don't know how to show you our champions the best possible way, I'll be honest with you. I am not quite sure what the best way is. Let's see, can I find the easy way? I can't, can I? Alright, this is probably the easiest way. Alright, so our world champion, this is on SmackDown, of course. Dean Ambrose is the SmackDown champion, and I'm just trying to figure out what was he doing on Monday Night Raw. Hang on a second. I may not have fixed that up. My apologies. So apparently he's on Raw. He's not supposed to be on Raw. That's a complete mistake on my part. Alrighty, that's fixed now. I can show you the rest of the champions. Alrighty, so Dean Ambrose is your World Heavyweight Champion. Bayley is your Raw Women's Champion. I've left it as the women's title because it's red. Rusev is your US Champion. He is on SmackDown, so that's probably one of the titles we'll be heading after as Tye Dillinger early. Your Intercontinental Champion is The Miz, who Dean Ambrose did defeat in that fatal 4-way. No, never mind. I'm thinking of the wrong match. Miz was in the main event in a false count anywhere with John Cena. Of course he was. Anyway, where are we? What's the next champion? So Randy Orton is your Universal Champion. I will be heading after that one, hopefully, as Finn Balor. Your Tag Team Champions are the Club, as I mentioned. The Revival are your SmackDown Tag Team Champions. And Asuka is your SmackDown Women's Champion. I might add being like a woman into my universe, I guess I'll call it, in the future, but we'll leave it at that for now. Now onto the calendar. I wanted to show you the pay-per-view schedule. So, in April, we got Payback, which is a Raw exclusive. So, that's how we're doing it. We've got Raw exclusive and a SmackDown exclusive every month. As you can see, SmackDown does have 10 or so less superstars, but I feel like it's got the better roster, which you will find out and you'll see tomorrow on SmackDown. So, we've got Raw and a SmackDown exclusive. We've got Backlash and Payback. Again, it'll be in the same order, Raw, SmackDown. So, we've got Extreme Rules for Raw, Roadblock for SmackDown, Great Balls of Fire for Raw, Money in the Bank for SmackDown, Clash of the Champions for Raw, Battleground for SmackDown, When we got SummerSlam, which will be a dual pay-per-view. Bad Blood for Raw and Capital Punishment for SmackDown. I thought I'd bring some retro stuff back. Vengeance for Raw and Hell in a Cell for SmackDown. Survivor Series, of course, will be dual branded as well. Armageddon for Raw and No Mercy for SmackDown. The Royal Rumble, my favourite pay-per-view of the year. And that'll be kind of fun because we'll have both stars on that one. Fastlane for Raw. No Way Out for SmackDown. And of course, the grand daddy of them all. That's if we make it that far. Come 2K18. WrestleMania. So that is it for this episode, guys. Episode number 3. We only had the one match. Hopefully SmackDown will have 2. I'm not going to show you just yet. I'm going to leave it a surprise. We'll wait and see. If not, we'll play another match. You just never ever know what is going to happen on my universe. I hope you guys enjoyed this one, guys. Make sure you leave a like if you did. And I will see you guys for SmackDown Live.